could do for your life or what have you. So I want to know about, like, how do you see the power of your words? Yes, you're making people laugh. Yes, you're getting on stage and just we're supposed to be having a good time. But do you think about like the impact of your words, your stories, and things of that nature?
Yeah, I actually had people tell me that my jokes and my stories got through some difficult times. But now what I'm trying to do is awaken more people with my comedy. You know, like somebody like Eddie Griffin. Eddie Griffin talks some real stuff, but he makes it funny. So that's what I'm trying to lean towards. Not just saying jokes or whatever. I want to say something that's gonna make you think and like, oh wow, okay, maybe this is right or this is wrong or something like that. So I'm definitely trying to step it up.
What are some things that you're passionate about?
I'm really passionate, yeah, like I was slow. Like I'm trying to sound it out of my head. I'm passionate about spiritual things, about raising your frequency, your vibration, and the law of attraction, attracting what it is that you want, and knowing that we all are a part of all that is. One single consciousness, whether you want to call it God or the universe or whatever you want to call it. That's what I'm very passionate about that. So I can talk about that all day. I can talk about
I love that.
yeah, it's
Come
crazy.
on, brother. I'm so glad that you're here. I mean, I'm glad everyone's here, of course, but like, oftentimes we don't hear that piece being said, especially from a black man in a position of power to get on the mic and be like, "Hey, man, you can manifest the things that you want.
Yep.
You can live in a vibration that is high that supports the community." And I can say one thing for you, Charlie, is everywhere. I see you go, you're always trying to uplift the community with you. It's never like, oh, it's just me, it's about me. It's always like, how can we get up? How can we
Yeah,
be better?
that's why I created that Black Coalition, or what you want to call it. It's a group for minorities to help each other out with the comedy. Also, the same reason why I created Charlie and the Chocolate Factory is to be not kill Tony, but a type of similarity to it that can you can come and get the same experience. Because I can take you on tour too, I can put you on big stages with celebrities and all that.
Come
You
on.
don't need to go and stand in a
I hear
line
the
with
agreement
fifty
of stay
thousand
seated
other
in the
people.
closet.
You know, so that's what I've been trying to tell people. Like, make your own. You don't need to stand with your hand out or your head in your hand for nobody.
Come on.
So that's what
Love
I
that.
do.
Yes, 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 yes. Uh, wait, what were we talking about? See, I got excited about that, and then I'm like, wait. Charlie, Lisa, whatever it is that we were talking to Charlie about, whatever. Okay.
What do you want to
The
talk about with
ADHD
your
is
comedy?
ADHD.
What do you want to
Oh
say?
yes,
with
what do you
your
want to talk
comedy?
about?
Yeah.
Power of your words, yeah.
Yeah, I always think about that. Sometimes it like, I just want to like work on jokes longer and longer because I'm like cognizant of like what I'm putting out. I want to make sure, especially because like there's not a lot of black women in comedy, obviously, so I always want to make sure that obviously represented as well and whatnot.
And what does that feel like for you, like thinking as a black woman in comedy? Do you feel like, man, I feel like I have to like pigeonhole, like I feel like I have to say certain
Yeah.
things, or I can be my full expression of myself?
Yeah.
How do you see that?
I do try to like, because sometimes like I joke around about like my life and it can be like hard or stuff, but I do want to like have like a silver lining or something. Like, I would joke like how I talk about like I'm like a Door Dasher, but all I do is judge houses as I drive around. You know what I mean? I still wanted to have some sort of like,
Yeah.
like that's like a weird thing like I always think about. And then also this is like a stupid one, but like looking good on stage that by a gay man about that. So I always think about that. So
I think it's important because like
it sucks when it's a thing.
because being a black woman in this space, a lot of times we're not getting opportunities to be on the stage,
Yeah.
and so being your full self is so important.
Yeah.
Right? That we can see you in your fullness and not have to be like, I have to pigeonhole myself into one thing.
Yeah. And that's like to your thing too about like working in different mediums and stuff like that. Just happen naturally if you're like doing social media, acting, writing, like it's gonna happen naturally. 'Cause
And as we're about to wrap up, Jessica, what about you?
Well, I'm still fairly new to stand up, and I'm still learning and writing, and I think I very much want to be a part of the more women in comedy and seeing that in seeing that more around town, and having alternatives to Kill Tony sounds incredible to me. And I feel like I need to stop talking right now. Is that accurate?
Yeah, I mean, well, you know, with your bingo card set as it is,
yeah.
you're not allowed to talk for long periods of time.
Okay,
I'm
yeah.
kidding.
No, I'm sorry. I'm so sorry. Have I apologized enough? I am
We love
so
you and
sorry.
we appreciate you, and we'll be right back after we give some love to our sponsors.
I can talk about the spiritual stuff all day. I'm telling you. Yeah.
Here,
Y'all are funny.
just to give you, I mean, I feel like I'm a little bit on the similar wavelength. I did bring this with me.
Oh.
Pink quartz.
Yeah. Oh,
I'm not really a crystal person, but I was like, I'm just gonna bring it with me and have it.
She said I'm not
on me.
really a crystal person.
But I have several, and well, that's not just like, and then there's like this little guy, little
How do you
frog,
define really?
Okay.
and then there's that acorn that is supposed to. What's that?
Is there just around your neck?
It's opal. Yeah. Thank
Do you
you.
want a croissant or
No,
bread
thank you.
or
No.
eggnog or anything? Or water? I got water for you today. I'm gonna have some croissants.
So, what is the plan for when we come back, Rochelle McConaughey?
So
Y'all are in charge for the whole rest of
I
the
think
day.
when we do the Stacy, so we gotta let you out of the closet so that you can do some Stacy Shay says, but I think I want him to also chime in on that.
Anybody? No people calling in? Anybody calling in?
Not yet. Because what happens, here's a strange thing about doing call-in shows. When you're really going really good, they don't call because they want to listen to you.
Oh yeah.
But they'll also call and pick like just the right topic. I mean, it's people not calling doesn't mean they're not listening.
Also, if they're not, based on the traffic, if they were not at work,
They're
Yeah.
they're in bed and aren't listening. So
Good morning, y'all.
It's possible.
Yeah.
No, but sometimes we have days where we can tell there's like they're listening. They just ain't calling because we're on one.
All right.
So that's a good thing. Maybe.
And then we'll be like, oh, that's right, we're on the radio, and we should let y'all say some stuff too. And then they'll call.
we're just enjoying our lives,
Yep.
having conversations.
I love
I
it.
pulled Champagne Room, and I read it. I read the lyrics, and they're like, I think we could probably play it if you wanted to.
I mean, I don't think the lyrics are bad.
I don't either.
I just listened to it when I was on the drive in.
Support for KKTI is provided by.
I didn't know he said all that stuff about like all the zodiac signs.
I forgot he
I
did.
didn't
Yeah.
remember this song, but yeah.
You're gonna die. Right.
I think that'll, I think
Using the most up-to-date accounting software.
It was a very funny song. I remember how much I enjoyed it, and I just happened to be driving in like, I'm about to listen to this song.
Services help clients
It made me think about your
and improve
like projects and stuff like that.
and we need to do traffic and weather real quick when we come after this song, after, you know, probably do it.
After the top of the hour, huh?
Yeah,
So we have like 3 minutes,
yeah,
2.5. So if you need to go to the restroom or anything,
I'm
Good
good.
right now.
yeah, but me first.
If we go back to spirituality, I wouldn't be totally against that.
We always
Good.
I got some knowledge to
we
put out
literally
there.
always talk
we
about
always
that.
end up.
Oh yeah, that's what I'm talking about. I love talking about that.
We don't do it on purpose, like sometimes we'll say, let's keep it light. And
Uh,
then we still end up talking about fascism and Jesus and.
We literally started with Christmas didn't happen in Bethlehem this year or last year
Free Palestine!
because of
Yeah,
what's going
because
on
of the
Palestine.
horrors.
So, and we talked about the Pope and how the Pope literally said it's a
Gonna bring us in, you're gonna bring us in, and then you bring up the Chris Rock song. If you bring up the Chris Rock song, like after, like, we'll bring us in, do the traffic and weather stuff, but when we come back to do the Chris Rock song, I want you to introduce it, because it's on YouTube. So it's not just gonna, you'll see, it'll make sense in a minute. You know how
but I'm saying like
yes, ma'am.
if someone can tell you why they love you, then that's not unconditional. That's conditional. Because they say, oh, I love her because of her smile or because she's nice. So if you want those things, then I would love you. So that's conditional there.
That's such a good point that I've never thought of before. Yeah.
Don't get me to start talking. I'm telling you.
We do need more unconditional love from people.
Yeah, see.
Say something.
But I love just for
I'm not supposed to
me.
say something because it's 9 o'clock.
I think she said she's gonna bring it back for the weather, the traffic.
But she's not here.
She said
Said
3
you would-
minutes, didn't
You
she?
would see it, but I don't see any.
Excuse me. Yo, you are back with 88.7 KAZI-FM. Things are going down. Somehow I got into the main chair. This never happens. But sometimes it does happen because it's happening right now. I hope that you're listening to us on your TuneIn app or on KAZIFM.org or you're just on your radio right now. But look, it took a while for me to get unbraid these ropes around Stacy's legs. I mean, what? That's not what was happening.
I'm fine.
Everything's fine. Everything's just totally fine. So she's gonna sit back in the chair and be able to talk now. I mean, she was always able to
I'm
talk.
fine.
She's fine.
Everything's fine. I'm not traumatized at all. You know, there's certain things that you do just because it makes good radio. I'm fine, y'all. I'm fine.
Hey, good morning. So we gotta get in this traffic real quick. They did let me out because I serve a function right here. But you know, I might get to sit out for the rest of the time. Maybe you can do. Hey, so here's the word. There is no traffic. Y'all got to stay home today. There's no traffic. That incident with the blocked lanes is still, let me refresh this because that might not be true. They've certainly cleaned that up by now. It's been an hour and there's no traffic. So yeah, no traffic, no incidents to report, nothing. It's a lovely, lovely driving day in Austin, Texas. Like I said, go for your cruises right now and pretend it's
Baby,
1996
let's cruise.
in Austin, Texas. Yes, back when you could do such things. You'll remember, Austin is a beautiful place. Hey, now time for the Sherman County Code.
It is 61 degrees at 9 a.m. and foggy with a 24% chance of rain. And it's going to warm up on us even through these scattered showers till we get to about 74 degrees as a high at 4 p.m. Mostly sunny. Go ahead and keep that umbrella in the car. But yeah, you could cruise around the city. Maybe, you know, look at places where they used to be. You know, just point at places, abandoned buildings or parking lots. And be like, right there, I used to have memories. You know, beautiful things used to happen right there, but now they don't. Or whatever, urban sprawl. Anyway, we appreciate y'all listening. Yeah, that's about it, about the weather. Now, I will go and say other things that Stacy has told me to say. What I'm really excited about, okay, so here's what happened. Jessica has been having some struggles here because I referenced a song that she did not know. And that is not right because literally that song came out so many years ago that it makes sense that you wouldn't remember it or know it. So we're going to play it. Yes.
Thank you.
It's Chris Rock, No Sex in the Champagne Room. None.
99. I have one.
You have the edited version?
Huh?
You have an edited version, right?
I read the words.
Well, there's a point where he said, the Gemini, you gonna die fucking.
None. Champagne in the champagne room. But you don't want champagne.
That's the only
You want
one.
sex.
I thought, where is that? I had the lyrics pulled up. Did I
You
miss
t-
that one?
Champagne room.
If you turn on the captions, you probably can mute it before it say it.
Yeah, that's what I'm doing right now. I'm pulling up
I
the.
think it's Scorpio.
Sure, it'll say
Yeah, Scorpio.
It might be
Yes,
mine.
that's right. He said Scorpio, you're gonna die.
We had the lyrics already.
they know you ain't got one. If a woman tells
Oh,
you she's
oh,
20
oh, oh,
and
oh,
looks
oh, oh.
16,
Hey, we're gonna go back in here. Okay, we can't play this. All right, ready?
Okay. And we played all of the songs that we can't play on the radio. That was the whole thing. Loud on the radio. I hope that was enough, Justin.
You know, it actually did sound familiar once I started listening a little bit.
Okay,
Yeah.
we had a radio in it for that particular song, but it was shorter than I remembered it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
In my
That'd be
mind,
why
it
I
was like
didn't
a
remember.
3-minute song,
Yeah,
but
yeah.
apparently it was like more of a
It's
30-second song.
4.5 minutes of stuff we can't play on the
So
radio.
apparently, for 4.5 minutes, we were going to be fined by every entity that we report to.
Aw.
So never mind. But I do want to play a game, and since we let Stacy out of the closet,
Thank you.
we're going to play a game, and it's called Fascism Bingo. Yes.
Love this game.
As we are dealing with a country that is getting more and more scary and leaning farther into the abyss, we want to know, how close are we to fascism? You know? And
Teetering. We're teetering.
and to find out how close we are, and then you're going to tell me, does it exist or does it not exist? Are we there or no?
Hang on a second. I gotta get my mind right real quick. Okay, I just gotta get my mind right. Okay.
Yeah. You got to turn it up for a second. Hold on.
I just gotta, just for a minute. Just
Yeah.
let me-
What? What? Yeah.
Yeah.
Get your mind right. Everybody get your blood pressure
Gotta get
pills
ready.
together.
Get ready.
Stacy ain't never